Hello, welcome to your next 24 hours. This is pretty awesome reading here today. It's May 2nd, and I'm just going to jump to it, and I apologize in advance for the handheld jankiness. God willing, it won't be for much longer, and I'm just going to jump to it and also mention that this is going to be kind of a quick read. I've done some personal readings this morning, and I need to step away from the cards. So, top line here we have the Hermit, followed by the Four of Swords. These cards are so gorgeous. And the Six of Wands. Well, I'll take that. Hermit, again. I told the story of the Hermit, I think, several days ago. But again, this is about the Hermit is in maybe the most literal reading, being withdrawn, going inside, being isolated. But this Hermit, this character is actually choosing the isolation, and it's about that internal journey that we go on. I'm just noticing these holding, this, I call it an egg timer, but hourglass, that's what it is. This is about the time that we spend internally. Oh, look at that, he's got wings too. I've never noticed that. What a gorgeous Hermit card. So the story of the Hermit, in case you haven't stopped by before, is about a monk that wakes up in the middle of the night and has to figure out what's at the top of this mountain. And he goes and it's so important that he just jumps out of bed, grabs his things, doesn't even have shoes on, walks up the side of this difficult hilly mountain to get to the top. And the top he finds nothing. And he realizes when he gets to the top that it wasn't about this information he was going to find at the top of the mountain, but the journey he had to take. He had to know that he was able to do it. He had to see in himself, what he found out about himself along the way. He found courage, that he was able to get through the night, able to get through the dark. He found, resilience. He could deal with his feet being cold. This is a really different kind of Hermit card. This really almost looks like the Angel of Death, right? Holding time, this scythe, like the Grim Reaper, and these dark, angelic wings behind him. I think this really is about life and the time that we spend in this human form and the lessons that we learn. And certainly this global pause was a time, if nothing else, where we've learned new things about ourselves. We had to. We were forced to be with us. And the Four of Swords is really about healing. This is a really beautiful depiction. She's comfortable, resting, but it's almost the eye of the storm, right? It's taking the rest while we can, so that we can be ready for the next battle, for the next challenge. And Six of Wands is just about joy, victory, success. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's, these troops are coming back in a parade. They're happy. So I really think this is a message asking you, how are you proud of yourself? What did you find out in this pause, in this forced rest that we had to take alone in many cases? Even if you were in a house full of people, you had to figure out how to carve out that space to be alone, to find that quiet time. What did you discover? What were successful? What were your successes in this healing journey? And then we have, again, the Six of Pentacles. We talked about this yesterday. I want to say charity. Are we the ones giving the charity, or are we the ones receiving the charity? Both is an art form, right? Being able to be in a position where we give without attachment, without for no other reason than really wanting to be of service. And receiving is equally an art form in terms of really being able to accept help when we need it. Ace of Cups, new beginnings, new relationships, new emotional starts. And the Knight of Swords, those things which, this I take kind of like the buttons, how our buttons are pushed. So, you know, I think this is saying, you know, when we're able to step outside of ourselves and either give or receive freely, you know, how does that feel emotionally to you? Is it new? And what still pushes your buttons? I'm moving quickly through here because I think YouTube has some clauses on cards, even though, you know, it's nudity in cards, even though it's, you know, whatever. More art than anything. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Hierophant, which just keeps showing up. And we have the Queen of Wands. Confidence, happiness, wishes fulfilled. So this guy's wish, you know, I used to call it the fat, dumb, and happy card. You know, we want for nothing. We have everything that we want. And this really is about wants. It's not so much about needs. So it's when our basic needs are fulfilled, and this is about the luxury of life. It's also called the wish card, although it's hard to imagine that, well, maybe this guy's greatest wish is to get tanked in some pub. I don't know. But it is called the wish card. So wishes fulfilled. The Hierophant keeps showing up here. And I'm going to say what I've failed to say in previous readings, which is I very often read this as a doctor. The Hierophant can not just represent higher learning, education, institutions, marriage in some cases, but it can also represent doctors. And obviously doctors and caregivers are the heroes of the hour. You know, maybe this is just a day where we really can say thank you, you know, for the service that they've provided and that we've needed, that they have, you know, been very successful in so many ways, and that we're understanding that our leaders aren't just the people that we vote into office, but the people who take care of us. And the Queen of Wands is about confidence. You know, this woman is just like, I know I'm the bomb, the most popular girl in school, the most popular kid in school. Like, where does that confidence come from? You don't know. You just want to be her. Well, guess what? Today is saying, you are her. You are him. How to tap into that confidence, feel, you know, like our wishes are being fulfilled, and maybe learn something new. Look to the doctors. Listen to what the doctors are saying. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this is kind of the trudge, although it's a rather beautiful depiction of the trudge. The slog, maybe, is a better way. You know, this woman is picking her flowers, but she's none too pleased about it. She's just kind of looking off into the distance. This is about toil, but look at it, what she's doing. She's picking these gorgeous flowers, but she's just seeing it as toil. You know, like, I have to make a bouquet for this amazing banquet that I'm about to serve. I think this card today is reminding us to be grateful, to see the beauty in the everyday chores. You know, the fact that we're able to do the everyday chores, that we're able to do the laundry, that we have the health to wash the floor. You know, certainly this experience the world has gone through is asking us to reimagine every day through a new lens, and find gratitude in places that we never did. I think that's the challenge today. I think that is the prompt to meditate on today. And I am going to stop there. Wish you well. Thank you for stopping by. Know you are loved, and have a wonderful day.